Hey everybody, Engineer Coffee. Welcome to a new series. I am here on Aegir's members only server. We're doing a economy playthrough. So I've gotten started. We had a starting rover. This is Aegir's custom one. So it's got a survival kit and a cargo container, more wheels. So that's what we've been surviving off of when we spawned in. I bought a ship, a mining ship over here. I had another ship, but it crashed. And then I took over this base and I put a solar panel up here on the top that's tracking the sun. So I haven't got too far, but kind of skipped some of the beginning stuff. Alright, and then this mining ship here is hydrogen only, and he is using a bunch of fuel. Yeah, he's used half his fuel, and I think I did one mission. I got magnesium to take back to the trading outpost. Because, yeah, we lucked out. We spawned in within like 5 kilometers of the base over here. Looks like Jed and Game Dork are on. All right, so inside, it's pretty much the same as it starts out in. It's got these cargo containers, and you'll see when I come up here, we got Wellington's mod on here that has restricted building components. I can't recreate this. So if we grind it down completely, it's gone. Same with like this yield module, but things like timers and broadcast controllers and stuff are not that way. We can build those. We can build turret controllers, so that's how I have the solar panel up on the roof. And then I did put a farm on here. These cargo containers were here as well, so I put an irrigator on there, and we've got a farm up top. Let's see, that ladder is useless now. I've kind of rearranged things. So we'll come up here. I got a catwalk. We got our wheat growing. So I have found a lot of crops, so that's kind of my current goal, is I've got coffee and wheat and fruit and mushrooms and all that stuff. The only thing I haven't found is a potato. All right, and then back here we actually have a full assembler, which is really nice. So again, this is another one of those things we can't rebuild. I got my bed down here in the corner so we can get off on the server and I'm not going to starve to death. Looks like I'm actually getting kind of low on food, but I think I have spaghetti. Yeah, that fills me up really good. All right, so I think what I want to do is I want to get this miner here. Let's get some atmospheric thrusters on it because we need to save some fuel. All right, well, we'll see if I have enough components for this. We really lucked out. This base has a lot of stuff in it. These cargo containers had, yeah, platinum, nickel, iron, all of this stuff. I have not refined anything. I could refine stone and put it into the survival kit. All right, are we going to have enough nickel draw over? It's slowly pulling it over. I think we might actually have enough. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, and opening the door doesn't seem to affect the crops during the day, but it will kill it at night. So I do have this pressurized. Well, the base came pressurized, so that's really nice. And I haven't compromised any of the structure around it. I do have a little airlock door out here if I need to get out at night, but I have to walk all the way around. So for now, we are safe to open that big door. All right, let's check the contracts that I have. I have some acquisition. Gold I have not found on the planet yet. Nickel, iron, and silver. Does this have much storage on it? I think that was the one problem I had with this ship, is it doesn't really have any storage. Yeah, this has a small connector, and a cockpit, and the drills. It gets filled up pretty fast, actually. Let's see if this is going to help any of our fuel consumption. Oh, it is not, because we don't have any power. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Well, we'll probably just buy some fuel at the trade outpost over here, and maybe we can get a reactor or a different ship that we can cannibalize and put it on here. Because we can build a lot of small grid stuff. It's the large grid components that we are really restricted on. So Wellington's mod is basically anything, if you can find it out in the world, you probably can't build it. So because there's not a lot of small grid stuff out in the world with the encounters, a lot of that stuff is unlocked, but the large grid stuff is restricted. All right, let's not burn too much fuel. We've got our reverse thrust off so we can coast. We are using all of our power though for that thruster. All right, here is the trade station. I think Aegir is around here. He might be off planet by now. I think Aragath is over that direction if I remember right. And I can't remember who else is on Pertam. We got a lot of people on Earth. All right, I just realized I need to actually go park over here because this guy's got the rear connector. He's got a small connector on the bottom, but that doesn't help me with trades. So yeah, we have a restricted jetpack. We can use it, but we can't, you know, lift off the ground. So with this heavy gravity of Pertam, so we can work out in space, but it is definitely restricted. There we go, 40,000 for silver. Let's see, we don't have enough nickel and iron. That's not a big enough repository. Let me look at another silver acquisition. We'll take that. Alright, we might have enough iron ore for that one. We might have enough nickel for that one. So yeah, we can buy our basics. We can get nickel, iron, cobalt. I don't think I saw silicon, though. No. Alright, every one of these is supposed to have hydrogen. Why am I not seeing hydrogen? Okay, the drills have cobalt and magnesium. Let's sell all that we can. Alright, we are up to 6.2 million. I think there was something I wanted to buy for about 5-6 million, but it doesn't look like it's for sale. Yeah, I probably should have got the buddy miner here, because it actually has atmospherics on it. This one is a planetary miner. I probably should have done that one instead. This guy is a rover, which we could drive around. It's got a big cargo container on it, which is kind of nice. All right, then there's the Rhino here, which is a large grid miner, so we could really get some material, but without having a refinery, that seems kind of pointless. Well, of course, while waiting, we have Deborah outside. Apparently Deborah follows me no matter what planet I'm on. Alright, yay, we got hydrogen. But we have no ship. Our connector probably timed out, and it probably dropped to the ground. Okay, well, we're gonna have to connect back up for that, so we can actually buy some iron. Alright, the light supply craft. I was thinking about buying that, but there was a different ship. No. Okay, well, let's at least buy the light supply craft, and then we'll, cannibalize it into our, drill. Our ship actually didn't drop, it's just not connected anymore. Okay, well that sucks, because it's probably burning fuel. Alright, there we go, we're as full as we can get, with hydrogen, so that's good. Alright, there we go, 100% fuel. And our power is doing terrible, but that's alright. Alright, should I have spaced those further apart? Can we actually get this guy? Oh, we can actually get this guy. And we can actually lift off the ground. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Alright, we can actually carry this guy. I was not expecting that. Alright, let's get this guy home. Alright, well I was thinking about cannibalizing these two ships, but I might just keep it separate. We'll see. Well, we're locked on the ground now. Let's get this guy connected back up. Alright, I can make a small grid O2H2 generator, so we might want to put that on this ship, actually. But I don't really need to do much mining right now until I find gold. Gold would be nice. But I kind of want to do some search contracts with our explorer here. Alright, the Whitfield over here is another base on Pertam. I got that signal from Aegir. I would kind of like to go over there and check it out and see what they have. So I don't know if we should load this guy up with stuff. Maybe we'll load it up with random bits that we can try to sell. Let's check on our wheat real quick. It should be done. Okay, we got wheat, fruit, coffee. We don't have much mushroom, actually. We should probably grow some of that. And maybe some vegetables as well. Let's bring our platinum with us. We might be able to sell that. Oh, actually, can we upgrade our tools? Alright, we have our braking thrust on off. Let's go to the Whitfield terminal and see what they sell. I know it's another station, but I actually don't know what type of station it is. Alright, we got 6 hours of flight, coasting 5 hours. Actually, I think this guy has reactors on it, too. This is a really cool ship. Yeah, it has 2 small reactors on it, which is really nice. Who do we got here? This has got to be somebody's base, because it's not coming up as like a random encounter. Well, it looks like it was a base, and somebody has just cannibalized it. That's what's going on. Alright, well that guy's been pretty much gutted. We'll just go ahead and leave it. Oh, I love this station. This one's great. You get all the access right here without having to go through an airlock. It's really cool. Okay, this is a ship sales. That's perfect. Okay, great. Warden strike craft, that's really cool. Heavily armed. I don't really know if we want to go do that, but it'd be fun for PvE. Shrike is an atmospheric one, but it has a closed cockpit, so that's kind of nice. Alright, yeah, I think we're going to buy the Civic Hauler for now, and we will cannibalize the Explorer that we have. Let's see, so it doesn't have any landing gear. That's alright though, but it has a connector on the bottom, which is really nice for trade stations. Ooh, it's zippy too. Oh yeah, I like this thing. Alright, well apparently our faction color is just going to be red, because every ship I buy right now is just becoming the red variant. Alright, we got conveyor ports right there and there. So let's take those off and get the reactors from this guy on there. Where are the reactors? I know they're here. Alright, we can build the reactors, so that's good. Alright, we only have the 1 cargo on here, and 1 battery, but that's alright. Alright, I'm not exactly sure how to cannibalize the 2 of these guys together yet. Can this guy lift the other one? No, this guy cannot lift. We'll retrofit this ship later to look cool, but for now, we're just going to put the thrusters here on the side. Right, there we go. We got enough thrust on here at least to get back home. So let's go do that. All right, I got the 2 ships back. I got this guy pretty much down to vanilla. I took the thing off of here. We've got the reactors still on here. But I want to tear this guy down, or at least tear him down enough, and keep maybe the cargo. Actually, the cargo we can probably get rid of. We'll keep... well, I don't know what we'll keep. We'll keep the batteries for sure, but the rest we could probably just get rid of and get it into storage. I did the same thing here with the starting rover. I went over here and put the survival kit onto the end of this. So now we have a survival kit plugged in. And then we got our farm. It's not plumbed in. This guy goes nowhere, so that might be something that we redo and get it to actually plumb places. Right now it's just as temporary as can be, but I think we'll actually turn this into a farm. We've got a nice glass ceiling, which is really nice. Our power is doing really good up there on that tower. So we got plenty of power. We've got kind of close ice over there. There's an ice field, or at least some dirt that has a bunch of ore patches of ice, so that's good. So, I like this ship though. This guy is zippy and fast, and I think this will be really good. It's only got the 1 container on it though, so I'm thinking about kind of keeping this style of ship, but what I want to do is take that container off of there and put the medium container. Yeah, this guy, the modular container. I want to put him on because we can get the connector on the bottom there, and then we can get the big connector on this end, that maybe we can get another cockpit on here. So it'll be in this same style, but it'll probably have like 4 thrusters, so we can really get it loaded with cargo. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the thrusters from here and basically put them onto here. We don't have to worry about like drag them over and sticking them on well pads. We can, but since they're small grid, we can rebuild all of these. So I'm just going to tear this guy down, keep the 2 batteries, and somehow stick it onto this unit. All right, let's take some screenshots here, just so we get the spirit of the ship. I really like the back end here with this, what are these? Truss pillars. Those are really cool. I like that. We'll definitely try to keep that. Okay, let's take this guy down. You know what? Let's just take all of this down. We've got pictures. We know what we're looking at. All right, you guys are almost done. I don't think I'll replant after this just so I can keep the doors open. I keep having to close and get stuff back into cargo, and that's a bit of a pain. Actually, what I wonder is, can we get this guy empty? Let's rename him, just in case I screw it up. Transfer all that stuff. Now it's empty. Now we hold control. Alright, are we strong enough to drag this guy? Oh, we are. Oh, easily. Alright, now we can use that to load up. And we don't have to keep opening the door and screwing up the farm. Alright, well, we're pretty much building a new ship, but that's alright. I got a picture of what the other one looks like, so we're just going to go with it. I am going to do yellow theme color for this playthrough. Alright, well, in theory, the side thrust would be here, but I kind of want to put the battery right here. I think that'll be good. So maybe we'll do something else with the side thrust. Maybe it'll go up here, actually. Alright, there we go. That's following the same theme as the other one. Alright, let's drag these 2 batteries out here. Oops, that's not where I wanted. Alright, batteries right there. Hold control, get it to detach. There we go. Alright, well, I thought there was a way to manipulate this a little bit different, but I'm so inexperienced with it. But I also think it's just not going to shove in here. But we're going to go ahead and put more thrusters here. I got the batteries back here. Alright, I definitely need to rework the base here. I'm like too interested in getting this ship done. But we need cargo access on the outside. We need a refill station. Would be nice to be able to fill up faster. I don't want to kill all of our crops, so that's a thing. See, our wheat was done. How are you guys doing over here? Mushrooms look like they're done. Alright, well, it's nighttime, and I don't think I can sleep. Yeah, 3 players are on. That's really cool. We got 3 others on. We got Game Dork, Aegir, and Jed. Cool. Now, this is members only for Aegir's channel, so if you're a member of my channel, that doesn't quite count. So just in case there's any confusion there, or people are wanting to join thinking it's my server, that is not the case. Should I have sunk those into the ground? Should we have our farms not elevated? I kind of like them elevated. I think it'll be kind of cool to walk through little tunnels, and this will be our top level here. I don't know if we'll have this big door as our entry in. We'll see. I need to move you. Okay, yield module can sit over there for now. And then I do farm there, I could do another farm in the center line, but maybe we don't. Maybe we just have farms on the outside. I didn't realize our water level was empty. We stopped growing. Water level low. Crop health was bad. Okay. Oops. Should be getting better. Water level high. Come on. You got ice in you. Do your job. Alright, we got our fruit. We didn't lose it. We're gonna have to go on an ice run at some point. Door is open. Let's get this ship finished. Alright, that's plenty of side thrust there. We could probably get our reactor back there. Alright, gyros can go in here. That'll be good. Let's do gray. Mechanical parts should be gray. Let's do it attached to the container. Okay, got a couple event controllers underneath there so we can get our low battery and other indicators. Alright, those can go back on top now that we're done. Alright, I like it. Beautiful. I'm worried about this storm kicking our butt though, so we're gonna go inside for a little bit. Alright, let's clean this stuff up here. This is not where we want our permanent farm. Alright, let's get this guy in here. Come on, well pad. There we go. Alright, the storm is gone though, and that's good. So now we can continue on with our ship here. Yeah, I'm thinking this cockpit right here, but I don't know if I should do an O2H2 between it, because obviously we need something to transition down to that. Let's see if we can get this guy in between. I doubt it. We might just have to grind it down and just, you know, suffer through. Yeah, nah, we're never gonna get that. That's alright. That one's just an oxygen tank. We don't really care. It's the hydrogen tank that's gonna be nicer. So yeah, O2 can go there. We can have H2 underneath. Actually, let's do H2 on the top so we can see the tank from up above. See, the cockpit is actually lower on the other one. It's down here with that level. Do we want to do that? How would we do that? Because we dropped this guy down. The port would be there and the port would be there. So that doesn't really work well with this guy. Unless we bring it one forward. Alright, does that look weird though? I mean, that is how the other one looked, but... Alright, I hear spiders out there still. Do we have a gun? Let's see, we have a Mr. 20. There we go. We have Mr. 50A. Ammo. Do we have any other ammo? There we go, Mr. 20. Ammo. They're probably like underneath. Yup, there you are. Shocker. Any others? Raw Sabroid, you go in. We can make some sushi, can't we? Oh, we can almost do it. We don't have any algae, though. We should probably get some algae farms on here, shouldn't we? That should be a thing. Alright, I'm thinking about taking out this glass right here, and we'll put the algae farms right here. We can do 4 of them pretty easily. Well, actually, like 6? Yeah, we can get 6 algae farms in here. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, there we go. Got some algae farms in here now. And then I opposed them, so these guys are growing out that way. These guys are growing out that way. So I think that looks a lot more uniform. Let's get a pipe up in here. Alright, we need to redo some stuff in here. This pipe needs to go down here. We're going to have a food processor either here or up here. Probably up here. And this assembler is going to drop and go right here. So we're going to need to remove this. Alright, well pad there, well pad there. We might need to remove our survival kit. That's alright, it's empty actually. Let's just do that. Alright, come on. Tip up. You know you want to. Alright, I got it standing up. Now, can we get it in here? You are right there. Come on. There we go. Okay. Whew. That took some manipulation. Okay, well I just moved my bed down here, so we'll have a little mini bedroom down there, I guess. And then we'll just carry the catwalk from here all the way around to here and over this direction. Alright, slowly but surely it's getting there and looking like the other ship. I took the cockpit off so I can actually get some stuff in here. I got a parachute there. I might put a parachute on the backside. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Put a conveyor going up and then put a parachute back here. So we'll have something if we like run out of fuel or energy gets low, then maybe we can dispatch our parachutes so we don't die. That would be ideal. But right now I'm just trying to do these back winglets. Alright, we got the top side of the ship done. Now we need to get the underside, so just put in a little connector on top of this one so we can get access to the belly here. I like it. This is looking awesome. Incomplete, but awesome. Looks like we can get some hydrogen tanks underneath there. Not some engines, though. Some hydro engines would be kind of cool. All right, I kind of want to put an action relay on here somewhere. Maybe on the backside would be good. Yeah, right there, actually. Don't know what I need it for, but they're nice to have. Let's put a remote control block on here as well, because with the limited jetpack, we might get left up in the air, and that would be scary. So we don't want to do that. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Let's see. We put the broadcast controller over there. I don't know if I like that. Let's put the broadcast controller right underneath here. Okay, that works. Do we have any other need for conveyors? I don't know. Okay, I'm really happy with this ship. This has turned out great. All right, we need to get the landing struts on here somehow. It's going to be that level. Okay, I think that will be proper support for the landing gear. Let's get the truss block. All right, way more landing gear than we need, but I think it's going to look cool. Oh, we're getting low on oxygen. Oh, that's something we need on here, actually, is a O2 vent. Let's get that. Yeah, the more and more I look at this, though, I think this cargo container under here needs to be yellow. The rest of that can be gray. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with that design right there. I think that's going to work. All right, well, I've got some stuff to block in here, like that. All right, I think I might be done with this guy. I think it looks really good. We got action relays, ore detectors, we got our flatmos on here, we've got the winglets on here that matches the other ship. I think this looks really good. It's got a better cockpit on it. The landing gear struts are bigger. All right, yep, that looks rad. Now, can we get away with... more panels? I half wish I got another battery on here, but we got 2 reactors and 2 batteries, so we should be good for a while. All right, we are... Yeah, we're pretty zippy. I think this is pretty good. I'm empty at the moment, but it's all right. We're only using 40% power. 64 when we kind of get full speed. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Before we leave, we should put our survival kit back. I just realized we don't have that. All right, there we go. We got our survival kit. We've got our refill station right here. We've got our food in our food processor up there. Let's see. I want to put a conveyor cap here, but I want to keep these guys open because that actually gets access to the large grid. And I just realized we don't have lights on here either, so we should get that going. Could put spotlights, or I could put these lights. Actually, I might do both. Maybe we'll put these headlights on here, and then we'll do spotlights. All right, there we go. Some floodlights there, and then the spotlights here. Let's go ahead and turn them off for now, and I turned idle movement off as well. So those, in theory, will help us, like, target salvage and stuff if we need to. All right, well, flight test, this is doing really well. I got a salvage contract. It is, like, yeah, 2 kilometers away from the Whitfield station, so I guess we'll get some contracts while we're out there. Yeah, this thing's flying pretty good. Doesn't quite have enough power, though, with those 2 batteries, so I'm tempted to put another battery underneath where we put that conveyor and stuff. Or maybe we'll do a hydrogen engine down there, and then a battery on the back of that. Because we have that extra sci-fi battery from the other ship that we can put on here, so that'd be easy to weld up. But other than that, I think it's working pretty good. Other than looking at the top, I probably should have put those thrusters out like 1 more block. Got it a little bit fatter, but then that would just be more dead space to fill in with something. So it works. I think I like it. It definitely keeps the spirit of the other ship just longer with more cargo. Ooh, an intact ion thruster. All right, it's been a slow haul. We are slowly getting over here to this other station. I am just creeping along because this guy does not have enough upthrust. I am way too used to Mars, evidently, because it needs a lot more thrust here on Pertim. Yeah, this 1.2 or 1.4, what gravity are we on? 1.2. Yeah, it's significant. That's right, we're on a station now. We can just hard pan it. Bonk. All right, modular cargo container, let's sell some stuff. Oh yeah, we got plenty of steel plate to sell. Are you going to take it? Yes, yes you will. Well, they're not taking any more steel plate, but that's all right. Get rid of it. All right, gravity components, yes please. Motors, I might take the motors with us because we're always needing motors. All right, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and take off. Dampeners are on, yes please. All right, we can fly a lot better now. Let's go pick up more salvage, see if we can carry this stuff with us. We're definitely able to fly now. We were just really full of stuff. All right, I don't think we're going to be able to pick up all three, but we're going to try. Actually, all right, this is actually easier to lift up than the full cargo, so I think we're good. Yeah, we're up to here to 280 meters. Yeah. All right, we just need to go home. We are headed home. Let's go around this mesa, though. Well, this is a great haul. We got an ion engine, we got a new battery, and we've got a cargo access terminal. So that's really awesome. We're coming up on Rev's place. Still doesn't have any fuel for us, but maybe next stream we'll see it. I don't know. I don't know if he's been playing off of the stream or not, or if it's just Thursday. I guess we'll find out. All right, I can't believe how much easier this is to carry than a full cargo load. Okay. Where could we put other thrusters in here? All right, we might have a couple options for thrusters on either side of those containers. I think that would work, where we can put like full thrusters on there. We might need a lot more motors, so we'll have to see what parts we have when we get home. Matson Station. Okay. All right, I want to go to Matson Station now. All right, this might actually be an actual station over here and not like a random encounter. I don't see a bubble though, but I don't think those are normally called that. I think they're outposts or manufacturing facilities or whatever else. If it's a station, it should be a bubble, right? We need a camera on this thing. I just realized we don't have a camera to be able to zoom in. So that's a thing. It is a station. There is a bubble there. It was just so perfectly blended in. Nice. Okay, we got another station semi close to home. 28 kilometers. All right, this guy sells more ships. Well, same ships, but yeah, Warden Strike Craft, T-Ion. Yeah, I think that's about the same. Acquisition computers, 800 computers. Is that worth it for 42,000? Probably not. Well, I could probably get the thruster components off that ion thruster we have attached, but I don't think we need the money that bad. So that's all right. Iron ingot 570. Yeah, let's go ahead and accept that one. That just so we have the station on us. Sure. Tap the GPS. Well, look at that. There's a nice oasis right here next to the station. That'd be really cool for a fuel depot. We'll have to keep that in mind. We might build a fuel depot. We'll compete with Rev. Logistics post, and it's unknown. That's pretty good, actually. Because I think unknown is never aggressive to you, and you can't screw up your reputation with them. So we definitely want to go over there. We are never getting home, apparently. We just keep finding all this cool stuff. Logistics drone. That's a nice drone. Right? Yeah, this is the guy that drops off stuff for you. Okay, let's go ahead and just park and let him do his job. I think I shot one down on Mars because I was scared of it, but we've learned our lesson. Okay, 6K ice. We will take that. Hopefully that doesn't make us too heavy, though. Well, we seem to be okay. Alright, this does have a wind turbine, so that's really good, too. We're gonna have to come back here and salvage this at some point. But right now I just want to claim the grid. Alright, there we go. ECI Logistics Post, ECI. Hopefully nobody steals that. And then we need to mark this a GPS. What was this thing called again? Logistics Post. Alright, well this is a really good haul. I'm gonna go ahead and put these things on the inside. Are you gonna come through? Yes. Okay. Come on. We got our yield module, got our big thruster, we got our battery over there, and our cargo container. Yeah, I think that looks really good. We need to modify this guy so he can actually have some better lift, because that was not that fun. Actually, the thrusters are taller than I think. They're 3 tall, aren't they? Yeah, so I'd actually have to take off this one as well. Because yeah, I was thinking about putting this guy in here. It's gonna be pretty ugly. I don't think I want to do that. I mean, I guess we could maybe put a thruster right here, like a big boy. But what I'm thinking is I want to take this off, and I want to put a hydrogen engine in here. See, do we have any other conveyors? That's not a conveyor there. That's a conveyor. That's a conveyor. There's a conveyor. Okay, we can build the hydrogen engine, and it's got, yeah, on both sides. Would actually look better that direction, wouldn't it? Oh, let's see. This normal engine is actually smaller, and it would actually look better. Yeah, I think we might go with the normal one. We'll put it right there, and we can still get our fan in there. Yeah, that guy's gonna go right there, and then right here we'll go a battery. So we have a battery. Not that one. We have a sci-fi one over here. There it is. Alright, you can drop on the ground. You can come with us. Alright, can we get it up and over the stuff without breaking it? Okay, I wonder if we can get this guy to land in here. Actually, let's just take these guys off. And then it'll actually help us land in there better. Alright, do you think we can get in there and get that thing welded on? I'm skeptical. Come on. Hey, we got it! Look at that! Alright, so that solves our power problem, but it does not solve our thruster problem. So how are we going to get more up thrust? Alright, no, I think we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to grind through this thing here, and that's where the thruster's going to go. Alright, we can't do it here because of the conveyor and the hydrogen tank, so that's not going to work. So we need to find another option, because I don't think having just 2 more little thrusters here is going to be the answer. Alright, what about back here? We do a couple of these. I can't really see. Let's turn our light on. We get a couple flat mows here. Probably do the same right here. Let's just put a couple little flat mows right there. Alright, that might be enough. I don't know. We'll find out. Those guys should provide quite a bit of thrust. Did this actually tell us? Like, we go here. What do we got for information? Force of 96 kilonewtons. And this guy has 230. So it's less than half, but not a lot less. That might be okay. We'll see how it goes. I think we're going to go take this out and go to the logistics post over there. And we definitely want to bring back the wind turbine, because I want to get that on our base. Probably right where that turret used to be that was on here. Alright, time to salvage this outpost and take back the wind turbine. I don't think there's anything else that we don't want to take back. Alright, beacons are restricted and so are antenna. Do I want them? Maybe. I mean, I guess we'll just disconnect them and we'll take them if we want. Oh, the tank actually we can't build either, and the fan we can't build. We might want to take those out, huh? Probably would rather have those than the antenna. Like, every base has an antenna. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna get rid of the antennas. We don't need that. Our base has an antenna. Oh, we're full. Well, this might be a good test if we can lift off. Oh yeah, significantly better. It might be density of what we have in there might be different than we had last time, but yeah, that's much better. Okay, well, we have the GPS on that. We can still come back. We're still gonna go get it. Let's go sell what we can over at this station over here, and then we'll come back. Alright, sold off everything we could. We're sitting at 6.4. Not bad. We definitely need to clear some contracts that would help significantly with our cost here. Alright, let's head back to the logistics post. I think we got everything ground down except for the stuff we want to keep. We want to grab that wind turbine and grab the O2 tank and air vent if we can. Hopefully we can haul all that stuff back. Alright, dampeners are on. Auto lock is on. Let's grab you. Okay, we grabbed it and we're lifting. That's good news. And can we get this guy right here? Come on, let me have it. There we go. And we're lifting. Okay, we can actually carry this stuff. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Which means now we can get rid of that GPS. Logistics post can go away. Got 27 minutes of power. We should be good. We're gonna have to start a... We're gonna have to get a scrapyard or something going because we've got a lot of parts that we are accumulating that I don't really know what to do with yet. Alright, I got the stuff back. I got that thing dropped at the front door, and I've got our turbine. I think I'm gonna take the tank off of it, and we'll just put it on a stick, maybe? It keeps rolling around on me, so I'm gonna park it over here, maybe? Hopefully it won't roll around so bad. Alright, we're gonna slowly use our ship here as scaffolding. We'll get this guy welded up. I guess maybe I should match that color over there. That might be better. I just took this white from this corrugate. I didn't realize the corrugate was like so scratched.
Fuel critical.
Oh crap. Well, that's unfortunate. We're gonna have to get into the remote control. Alright, I have no hydrogen, obviously. That's why I keep getting fuel critical. Remote access. Civic salamander, yes please. Mine is not on, that would help. Alright, control you. Alright, let's just lower you down so I can get back inside. There we go.
Fuel critical.
Hey, at least we're actually on the top of the ship now. There we go, weld pad. Yes, please. Now, can I pick this guy up in a way to actually get it to do this. Ooh. I am... Alright, I don't know how we're going to get this on here. I don't think we can tip enough. We're going to start thrusting weird if we do that. We need to get this guy empty. He's got way too much cargo inside. Alright, we're going to have to use our back thrust, I think, like this. There we go. Can we grab you? Come on. There we go. We got it. That's a little bit better. We might be able to do this. This is so stupid. Holy moly, we did it. Okay. Woo! Seems to be spinning fast, too. That's a good sign. Alright, we need to do some work over here. I want to get those platforms. Yeah, structural platform. I want to get this. How big are you? Alright, there we go. We got some big structural panels. We probably won't weld these because they are expensive. But I want to get a platform here so we can start getting our junk up here. Because I'm tired of it in our building. So let's get this stuff up here if we can. Alright, yeah, in theory I want this guy in there, but I don't know if we can get it in there or not. Maybe. Alright, now it's really stuck though. I can't get it out. Maybe we'll take this out and let's see if we can detach you. Okay, let's drag you. There you go. Let's see if we can get some weld pads in here. I am so inexperienced with these weld pads. Alright, let's go. Come on, buddy. Nope, 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 don't do that to me. Alright, there we go. We got that guy in, and now I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. Battery is out of the way. Oh, we need to get another weld pad on it. There we go. Now can we get your drug back in place? Yay, we did it! Alright, we got all of our junk out here. We've got room to breathe now over here. We need to move some of this stuff, like the turret controller can probably go against the back wall or something over here, because we need to get more farms in here, because this is going to be a farm. Let's see, you need to come out. You need to go over in the scrap bin. Let's see, can we lift you up? I feel like I'm going to be damaging you otherwise. Alright, we got raw stuff. We should be able to make some sushi, right? Yeah, sushi. 60% fill value. We can make 3. Because we got algae for days. Sure. A couple things of ramen. And then let's make like 10 kelp crisps. Oh, there's another little thing we missed. Actually, I want to get this guy hooked up because we need that fuel onto here. So let's do that. Weld pad, weld pad. Come on, get welded on. There we go. Now we can get hydrogen. At least for a little while. And then when it's empty, we'll just grind this guy down out of our way. Alright, well this is where I'm going to call it for week 1. I'm going to keep playing around, maybe clean up some stuff. I'll try to record what I can. It's going to be kind of a, I don't know, improvised series. Not really much of a plan. We're just going to be playing with the rest of the group. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
Wake up to the dust, yeah, the sky's still red. 78 suns, and he hasn't left yet. In a suit of bright orange, checking every line. Building perfection one block at a time. Move past the names on the neon signs. The community power in the Martian mines. From the heart of the peanut, the factory grows. Where the logic gets loopy and the coffee flows. We don't just build it, we over-design. If it isn't complex, it's a waste of time. Watch the Hemet roll and the tardigrade fly. Excavator till the wells run dry. Don't check the labels, don't mind the scroll. We're checking in with Connor Toll in the control room where the typos live. He's got more subgrids than he's got to give. Engineer coffee, stay grounded. Wait, is that spelled right?